Before time remembered names, the earth breathed clay and spirit, and the ancient lion slept within stone silently. Cracks opened like prophecies, as the lion awakened, reminding the world that guardianship is older than fear itself, eternal. Its eyes carried memories of harmony, when humans walked beside lions, not as masters, but as relatives together. At the crossroads of destiny, paths appeared, one of taking endlessly, one of protecting life's sacred balance. The first path whispered comfort and power, yet left the land wounded, spirits fading into dust alone forgotten. The second path demanded courage, asking humans to remember their bond with the wild and stand as guardians. The lion watched silently, knowing the choice would shape not only the earth, but the human soul forever. When the lion stepped forward, the ground answered, glowing with hope for those who chose protection together again. Humans followed, shedding old fears, as the land began healing, responding to respect with life-renewed balanced spirit. Thus began the Age of Guardians, where every step, every choice, became a promise to the wild eternal. Across the reborn savanna, the lion led onward, each step carving a sacred path where memory and destiny intertwined again. Within the ancient stone circle, forgotten symbols stirred, awakening truths buried beneath generations of silence and neglect. Visions rose of ancestors and lions standing united, reminding humanity that protection once defined survival and honor. Then harmony fractured, showing lands scarred by greed, where balance collapsed and spirits withdrew from wounded soil. The lion's silent roar halted despair, declaring that destruction is never fate, only a choice awaiting reversal. Kneeling upon broken earth, humans offered their hands, and the land answered, recognizing intention before action. From distant horizons, the lions emerged, responding to respect as an ancient language shared beyond words. Standing among them, the great lion transformed, its spirit crowned with light, revealing guardianship as leadership through protection. Cracked ground healed rapidly, rivers returned, and life surged forward, honoring those who chose responsibility over dominance. Facing the open future together, humans understood that guardianship is not inherited by birth, but earned through choice. The lion gazed into human eyes, reflecting futures shaped not by power, but by compassion, restraint, and remembrance. Ancient winds carried whispers, teaching that guardians stand not above nature, but within its fragile breathing rhythm. One by one, humans stepped forward, shedding titles and fear, accepting the quiet burden of protection. The earth responded softly, turquoise light tracing footsteps where intention aligned with ancestral promise. Lions circled the gathering slowly, forming a living covenant older than language or law. In that sacred stillness, humanity felt the weight of choice settle permanently into collective memory. No voice commanded them now. Understanding itself became the guide through uncertainty and consequence. The great lion lowered its head, not in submission, but in recognition of shared guardianship. Fires once used to conquer were shaped into beacons, signaling protection across distant lands. As dawn approached, a new path opened, where guardianship demanded vigilance beyond celebration. Yet the road of guardians revealed trials, where convenience tempted return to old habits of exploitation. Shadows of former empires rose, reminding humanity how easily protection can dissolve into control. The lion walked beside them silently, testing resolve through presence rather than command. Some faltered, hearing echoes of prophet whisper louder than ancestral wisdom. Others stood firm, choosing patience, learning that guardianship often demands sacrifice without applause. Storms gathered unnaturally, mirroring inner conflict between consumption and responsibility. The great lion roared once, not to threaten, but to awaken buried courage. That roar fractured illusion, revealing the true cost of neglect etched across time itself. United by clarity, humans rebuilt boundaries, protecting life instead of claiming ownership. Balance slowly returned, not as reward, but as consequence of conscious restraint. Children watched the lion with new eyes, seeing not dominance, but shared destiny reflected in ancient gaze. Elders spoke softly again, teaching that guardianship begins with listening rather than ruling. The land responded gently, rivers clearing as trust between species slowly healed. Humanity realized protection was not heroism, but daily choice repeated without certainty. The lion lowered its head, acknowledging those who chose restraint over power. No crown was given, only responsibility carried forward through generations unseen. At the crossroads, the path of guardianship remained fragile, requiring constant remembrance. Each human heart became a threshold where exploitation or protection must be chosen. The lion turned toward the horizon, trusting humanity to walk beside, not ahead. And so the guardians rose, knowing Earth survives only when every soul protects what cannot speak.